So the video spotlight today is on Matt. And I'm going to show you his... Oh, kitty, no. Michonne. Real life, people. Come here, Michonne. You're not allowed up here. So in case you haven't guessed it, our life is crazy. But I'm going to show you my husband's, basically his man cave. He is obsessed with wrestling. And this is just a taste right now of him and his personality. Let me get up the stairs a little bit more. He also is obsessed with The Walking Dead, which is why he has named our cat Michonne. These three are some artwork I did. Alright, so as we move up the stairs, the only things up the stairs are his man cave and this is a collage she had me make him. The guest bedroom is up here. And there's a bedroom that we don't use. We rent this house. And we have a room in this house that is still full of their stuff. Specifically because we moved in on very, very short notice. Alright, so keep in mind, guys, we're not even inside of his room yet. We are still standing outside of his man cave. Kind of crazy, right? Oh, I should mention, he also likes Michael Jackson. More artwork I did. Okay, so I'm going to do just kind of a pan of his room. And tell you a little bit about him, how we met. And I apologize. Right now he's working on a collage, and so pieces of that are sitting on his floor. Okay, so Matt and I have been married for 5 years. We have been together for 6 years. We met online, but he told me on our first date he was gonna marry me. Kind of turned me off a little bit for a while, and kind of scared me a little bit, but I decided a couple weeks later that I would like to date him for more of a long-term thing, less of a just one-time date, which is what it had previously been. And yeah, I mean, the story of us dating is pretty boring. Let me find the light switch back here, because trust me, it continues into the closet. So, a more interesting story we can tell is the story of our engagement. Um, he had me go with him when we had been dating for 2 months to go pick out the engagement ring. I know, 2 months. Um, but first off, he brought his mother with. Kind of weird. Um, but we brought his mother with, and we went and we picked out a ring, found one that we really liked, and he bought it, paid for it, and he sent it off to get size. It's another piece of artwork I did for him. So he sent it off to get sized, and he got the call that it was ready to be picked up. He brought it home. He put it in the lockbox because at this point I was living with him. And he kept it in the lockbox for 9 months. 9 months is how long he had me wait for him to actually propose once he had me pick out the ring. So, waited and waited and waited. Finally, now, keep in mind, I knew the ring was coming. We had already picked the day we were going to get married. And we had already talked to the pastor and had already planned the wedding. The date was set, everything was set. But I still didn't have a ring. So the day he went to propose, he had planned that we were going to go to Starved Rock. We were going to go out to dinner at this country mansion, because at the time we lived about 20 minutes away between both of those. Well, normally he would get ready in the bathroom and then he'd leave, but we'd leave the door open while I got ready and finish getting ready, because believe it or not, he's who takes the longest in the bathroom. So we left the bathroom, but this time he shut the door and I thought it was a little weird. So I turned around and I stayed pretty quiet to see what he was up to. And I heard a sound. So I yelled to him and I said, "You only shut the door so I wouldn't hear you get the ring out of the lockbox, didn't you?" And his response was, "I didn't even make a sound." So to this day we kind of joke that I ruined his surprise proposal. I knew it had to be coming. Anyways, when he went to propose, he knows that I don't like crowds and I didn't want a whole bunch of attention. I basically wanted it just to be us, but Starved Rock at the end of May, if you've ever been to Starved Rock at the end of May, is insane, and there is no just the two of you. Hard time finding parking, hard time doing just about anything. So anyways, we sat down in this waterfall for an hour, waiting and waiting and waiting for a moment to free up so that we could, so that he could propose. And finally he gave up and we started walking along the trail. And all of a sudden we got this clearing where there was nobody there. And he went to get down on one knee and didn't realize that the sidewalk is slanted. And he tripped. And he started to fall. Now, he tripped. He wasn't hurt, but he always tells the story now that he fell down a cliff, he died, he came back, and yeah. So I don't let him tell that story anymore. But that's a little bit about Matt. Now, enjoy some clips of him.
First bite of an over easy egg sandwich with meat. Oh. Oh. I tried to eat a sandwich.
You said you wanted it over easy.
Do I have egg on my face?
Yeah.
Usually do. I'm king in here. What? Catch my belch on there? Right on. True colors. Hashtag real life.
Okay, so I forgot to end the vlog. So I'm just going to show you some of our wedding pictures, engagement photos. And with that, I will say thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, which will be a spotlight on Shiva. And subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time.